Hi there, I'm Greg Turnaway, and welcome to this product presentation video for the Mitsubishi RVR. There's no question that the subcompact SUV segment is hot and trendy right now. In 2015, it was the fastest growing segment, up an amazing 65% year over year, in an industry that was up 2.5%. Realizing the potential of the segment, several of our competitors introduced all new nameplates like the Honda HR-V, the Mazda CX-3, the Fiat 500X, and the Jeep Renegade. Well, considering we've had our RVR in the showrooms for several years now, it just goes to show you that the Mitsubishi is ahead of the curve, giving us the advantage because we've always had a strong understanding of what today's subcompact customer is looking for. This is why the RVR aligns well against the top purchase reasons of the segment. In fact, the top purchase reasons are exactly the same, although in slightly different order. Warranty, our number one reason, fifth for the segment. All-wheel drive or four-wheel drive at the top of the list in both cases. Ditto for value for money. With price or cost to buy, fuel economy, and reliability/dependability rounding off the top six. There's not another subcompact SUV that can make the same claim. Speaking of which, who is the competition? I already mentioned the all-new Honda HR-V, Mazda CX-3, Fiat 500X, and Jeep Renegade. The Chevrolet Trax and Nissan Juke have been around for a while and remain popular options. And although they're not subcompact SUVs per se, the Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage attract their fair share of subcompact customers. It's a crowded segment to be sure. The good news is, with the enhancements that we've made for the new RVR, we'll continue to conquest many of the new customers to the brand. Let's take a look. The first thing you'll notice is the changes we made to the exterior styling. All you need is a quick look at the front end to know that this is a Mitsubishi sport utility vehicle. Like the Outlander, the RVR boasts the new styling cues of the Dynamic Shield design language, which conveys an image of strength, durability, and protection for its occupants. The auto-off halogen headlamps and fog lamps are integrated with the black front bumper and fascia by a beautiful angular chrome accents and lower skid plate that flare out of the corners of the vehicle, resulting in an aggressive yet sophisticated new look. For the GT all-wheel control Priceline, the vehicle here in the studio with me, the halogens are upgraded to the highly efficient super wide-range xenon high-intensity discharge headlamps to provide a brighter, white, broader beam of light that enhances visibility at night. Taking a look here at the side, all Pricelines benefit from a black wheel arch molding that accentuates the sporty nature of the RVR. A great addition, as after all, this is a sport utility vehicle. The other change you'll notice is the integrated LED indicator lights and power folding side view mirrors, exclusive to the GT all-wheel control Priceline. With this feature, you'll save your mirrors from damage in those tight parking spots, and other drivers will know your turning intentions regardless of where you are in relation to the vehicle. These design changes certainly provide a clear visual reminder that the RVR is part of the Mitsubishi family. But if you remember the top purchase reasons, exterior styling is not at the top of the list. The top two are all-wheel drive and value for money. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about our Mitsubishi's all-wheel control system. We all know how good it is. But like previous model years, your customers can get it on every Priceline except the ES. In fact, its standard equipment on SE Limited all-wheel control and GT all-wheel control are top-selling Pricelines. So let's talk about the other top purchase reason, value. This is where the RVR really excels, with several enhancements that will appeal to the primary demographic of the segment. For starters, customers looking to get in the segment at a lower price point, the ES front-wheel drive Priceline is now available with our CVT-8 transmission. Combined with our 2-liter double overhead cam Mivec 4-cylinder engine, it pumps out 148 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. With an MSRP of just $21,298, you can undercut many of the competitors, including the new Honda HR-V LX with CVT, which produces less horsepower and torque, might I add. This is great news, but as we know, price does not necessarily equal value. To get a true sense of the RVR's value, we have to take a look inside. So here we are inside the new RVR GT all-wheel control Priceline, and you can quickly see there are a ton of features that will appeal to your buyer looking for value. Your eyes are instantly drawn to the piano black accents and redesigned leather-wrapped steering wheel and the new auto-dimming rearview mirror with HomeLink. The auto-dimming feature is great because it'll make sure you're never blinded by those brighter, whiter LED headlamps that many manufacturers like us are including today. But let's not forget how cool HomeLink is. Not only can you program in your garage doors, but with today's homes becoming more high-tech, you have the capability of turning on or off your interior, exterior lighting, appliances, and electronics. You can also see that customers who choose the premium package with the GT all-wheel control Priceline get some great features like leather seating surfaces, the 710-watt Rockford Fosgate punch display audio system with 9 speakers, including the 10-inch sub, and the Mitsubishi multi-communication system with navigation is available as an add-on to the premium package, an absolute must for those customers who spend a ton of time in their vehicles. For customers who are not looking for all the bells and whistles, the audio on the SE Priceline has been upgraded to our 140-watt display system with rear view camera as standard equipment, providing additional convenience and safety when reversing. No more accidentally taking up more than one parking spot. Of course, you can't talk about value unless you take a look at what we got under the hood. I already mentioned the 2-liter double overhead cam Mivec 4-cylinder engine and CVT-8 transmission that powers the ES and SE Pricelines. With more horsepower than volume leaders of the segment, the Honda, Chevy, and Mazda, the RVR certainly offers a compelling value story. The story gets even better when we take a look at our 2 top-selling price lines, the SE Limited all-wheel control and the GT all-wheel control have to offer. The 2.4-liter double overhead cam Mivec 4-cylinder engine and Sportronic CVT transmission with paddle shifters, capable of delivering 168 horsepower and 167 pound-feet of torque. Factor in the standard all-wheel control system, and that's certainly enough power and capability to tackle any driving situation your subcompact utility customer might encounter. So, who is the typical subcompact utility customer? Think about your own customer for a second. My guess is you probably see an equal number of male to female buyers with an average age of around 50 years old. Maybe about a quarter of them being younger families with kids and the other quarter are retired. Guess what? You're pretty close to the segment demographics, with one considerable difference. I'll give you a hint. It has nothing to do with age. As we've seen the segment explode in recent years, it's becoming clear that more and more female buyers are buying subcompact utilities, representing about 3/5 or almost 60% of the primary drivers. But primary drivers are not a good enough assessment on how popular these vehicles are with female buyers. Of the male buyers who are primary drivers of the vehicle, over half of them indicated that it was a shared decision between themselves and their female partner. That means if you do the math, approximately 80% of the subcompact utility sales can be attributed to female buyers. So what is it about subcompact utility vehicles that attracts so many female buyers, and what can we do to ensure we're ready for the greater influx of them to our showrooms? If we take a look at the statistics, the top purchase reasons identified by female buyers align well with the segment, and good news for us, the RVR. If we dig a bit deeper into the data, the features that female buyers are looking for are all-wheel drive / 4-wheel drive, rear view camera, heated front seats, sunroof or moonroof, and a keyless entry system. Guess what? We can offer all those things, and thanks to the addition of the rear view camera on the SE Pricelines, the only feature exclusive to the GT all-wheel control is the sunroof. Once again, the RVR is perfectly equipped to compete, not just with the segment, but with the vast majority of buyers. But even despite this perfect match, we believe we're not getting our fair share of the segment. So it begs the question, why? According to the rejection data, the top 3 reasons female buyers did not choose the RVR are value for money. I think with the enhancements we've discussed, especially with the SE Limited price line, it's going to be a lot easier to overcome this objection. Attitude of dealer personnel. Remember, customers shop for a car, but they buy from someone they trust. And price or deal negotiated too high. Price is the only objection in the absence of value. Now we're starting to get into process and customer handling techniques, areas according to NVCS data we typically index lower than the competition. Here's the deal. If we want to be successful selling in the segment, the fastest growing segment in the industry, we need to make sure that we're using sales techniques that provide the best service to our customers. For starters, and this should be the case when you're talking about RVR or any other vehicle, when dealing with a couple, it's important that you speak to both partners equally. How you communicate both verbally and non-verbally is crucial. If you don't listen to her and respond to her questions, you'll lose the sale. Remember, females influence more than 80% of all vehicle purchase decisions. That should be common sense, and many of your basic selling techniques will draw upon the golden rule we learned when we were growing up. Treat others like you would like to be treated. That rule transcends everything: gender, age, ethnicity, income bracket, you name it. So what can I share with you today to make you more successful with the larger female demographic? Research has shown us that in general, female buyers conduct more extensive research before entering into the dealership and are able to call your bluff or tell if you're dancing around a question you don't know the answer to. This is certainly an area where we need to step up our game, as female buyers have told us that they're not completely satisfied with sales, product knowledge, or explanation of the vehicle features compared to the rest of the industry. So make sure you prepare ahead of the time, utilize various product training materials available to you, and know the vehicle inside and out. Female buyers tend to buy on logic, value, and service, so spend the time reviewing features and explanation of the benefits of everything the RVR has to offer, and do it in a practical manner. About engine performance just as much as their male counterparts, and more importantly, the reason why the feature is right for them. Why should they consider torque, for example, or how MyVec technology translates into performance and fuel economy? By the way, if you don't know the answer, that's okay. Tell her you don't know, but emphasize that you'll find out. And this is an important point, as only half the female respondents indicated that they were completely satisfied with the level of trust they had with their salesperson. They've already worried about heading into the dealership, wondering how they're going to get taken advantage of simply because they're female. Being transparent and honest will go a long way in fostering a strong and often loyal relationship. Here's another tip. You need to manage your time expectations and stick to them. Although female buyers may do a whole lot more research before they visit your showroom, once they're there, they're quicker to decide, generally only spending about 1 to 2 weeks before signing a deal. They don't want to have to go through an extensive sales pitch being told all the details of the vehicle they may know better than you do. And they really don't have the desire to shop around at other dealerships, so listen to what they're saying and be respectful of their time. This also applies during the delivery, by the way. Only half of the female buyers indicated they were completely satisfied with their Mitsubishi vehicle delivery. That's 10% lower than the industry average. Manage time expectations and it'll go a long way in building a strong rapport. And the final tip for today, make sure you conduct a proper needs assessment to understand what your customer is really looking for. All right, that last one isn't really a tip on how to sell to female buyers. It's good practice for every customer interaction. That way you'll be well informed and can suggest the right vehicle, in this case the RVR, that's perfect for them. After all, with 5 price lines of RVR available, the ES front-wheel drive, the SE front-wheel drive, the SE all-wheel control, the SE limited all-wheel control, and the GT all-wheel control, and with the enhancements we've made to provide the features that the majority of the segment buyers are looking for as standard equipment, there's no question in my mind that the RVR will continue to be one of the strongest competitors in the subcompact SUV segment for years to come. Thanks for joining me today.